I am going to review Narcotic Delight from the house of Initio Parfums. So if you would like to know my thought on this fragrance, then please keep on watching. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And if you are new here, hi, my name is Minzy. Here on my channel, we talk a lot about fragrances. I love sharing and connecting with you guys through my olfactive journey or just by anything that I truly enjoy. So if that sounds like something you enjoy watching, please consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out any of my content in the future. Alright guys, the day has come. I have been testing Narcotic Delight for the last week and a half, and I finally gathered all of my thought to do this video today for you guys. Are you guys ready? Because I am very excited to share my thought with you guys. But first, let me show you the bottle of this fragrance. Here is the bottle of Narcotic Delight. We have a very standard bottle from Initio Parfums. And this bottle is a matte finish bottle, and it is in a dark purple color. So yeah, if you are familiar with this house, you know how they design their bottle. Now, before talking about this fragrance, I am going to give you the general information about Narcotic Delight as always. The main accords of this fragrance include sweet, tobacco, cherry, vanilla, woody, warm spicy, fresh spicy, soft spicy, floral, and fresh. We have a lot of spices in here. Okay. Now, this fragrance, of course, was launched this year, 2024. I don't know who the perfumer for this fragrance, but let's move on to the notes. So top notes, we have cherry, pink pepper, black pepper. Middle notes, we have cognac and hedione. Base notes, we have tobacco and vanilla. Now, let's put it out of the way. Even though there is a cherry note in the top notes of this fragrance, this is not a cherry focused fragrance at all. So if you come into this fragrance and you expect to be a beautiful, next level, next best cherry fragrance on the market, then you will be disappointed. Because to me, this fragrance is not about the cherry. Now, I already have some notes with me right here, so we're going to go through my notes and I will share my thought with you guys. But first, let me spray this fragrance on a piece of paper so I can refresh my memory. Now, there is one thing I have to complain about this bottle. That is the sprayer. It is not as smooth as other fragrances, and for the price that you pay for this fragrance, of course I have to bring it to attention for you guys. Anyway, let's talk about how this fragrance smells. Again, if you come into this fragrance expect it to be the next best cherry fragrance, then you would be disappointed. Even though the cherry notes is listed in the opening of this fragrance, what I get the most in here is the pepper. There are two types of pepper in here. We have the black pepper and the pink pepper. And the pink pepper really gives off a rosy nuance in here, but still it gives off something spicy in the opening. And of course we have the black pepper. Black pepper has a very spicy and earthy nuance. That is what you will smell in the opening of the fragrance. The cherry in here, you still smell the cherry, but it's pretty much in the background. The cherry gives off that beautiful fruity brightness to the opening, but it's pretty much in the background. The main focus in the opening is still the pepper, the pink pepper and the black pepper. So it is spicy and it does give you that feeling of the tingling in your nose, if you know what I mean. Like when you sniff black pepper, you feel a little bit tingling in your nose and you want to sneeze. That is the feeling that I get in the opening. And to me, this black pepper, it's pretty aggressive. Now, if you are struggling with the black pepper, then the opening of this fragrance might not be your favorite thing. However, I do think that the spiciness and the earthiness in the opening really make this fragrance a little bit lean, more masculine. And I'm just talking about the opening, okay? Now let's talk about when it dries down to the middle notes and the base notes of this fragrance. To me, on my skin, about 30 to 45 minutes in, that's when I see the transitioning from the opening of this fragrance to the middle. Now, even though the black pepper is pretty aggressive in the opening, for me, when I wear it on my skin, it's actually not that scary. It's actually melt really well into my skin, and it's actually gets a little bit more mellow on my skin. So again, about 30 to 45 minutes in, that's when I can see the transitioning from the opening to the middle part of this fragrance. At this point, all of that spiciness, earthiness completely mellow out. Now, what I get in the middle part of this fragrance is a bowl of perfectly ripe fruits, including peach and plum. I get a lot of plum and peach in here. It smells absolutely delicious and mouth-watering in my opinion. And you know, the cognac and the hediones are the two notes, the two main notes that are listed in the middle part of this fragrance. According to my research on the internet, cognac has a fruity tone ranging from fresh peach and plums to more distinguished aroma of prunes, fig, and dry apricot. It also smells floral. It is a spicy, rich, fruity, oaky note with amber, woody undertone. And this exactly explains why I smell peach and plum in here, because cognac does give off that fruity tone of peach and plum. And of course, I also smell a little bit of that dry fruit. You know, we also get that woody undertone in here, which makes this fragrance extremely sexy and sensual. Now, don't forget that we also have the hedione notes in the middle part of this fragrance. So hedione is widely used synthetic jasmine substitute. So it's a jasmine substitute. It has jasmine quality. It is described as transparent jasmine with a luminous green floral scent. It does not have the heavy narcotic, which means it doesn't have that strong, heady, intoxicating nuance like the notes of jasmine itself. I really appreciate that jasmine touch from hedione in here. As you know me, I am such a big fan of jasmine. I love jasmine through and through. I can do jasmine all the way, from a very animalic and indolic jasmine to a more, you know, beautiful, creamy, easygoing jasmine. But I do agree with this description that I found about hedione. This does give off a jasmine vibe. It still had that beautiful, creamy, white floral that's very sensual, feminine in my opinion. At the same time, it doesn't have that, you know, animalic and indolic touch that usually jasmine gives off. To me, it's very, very pretty and easygoing. This nose is like a really easygoing and nice girl in our everyday life. Now, from the mid to the final dry down of this fragrance, I don't notice a big difference because even in the mid, I already start smelling the tobacco. Again, I don't smell tobacco in the opening, but from the mid to the final dry down of this fragrance, I totally smell tobacco all the way. And the tobacco that is used in this fragrance, I would describe is at dry but sweet. Tobacco is also known to have that halide, herbaceous, and it has a nuance of whiskey. Now, if you know whiskey, again, I do research to see what whiskey smell like. Whiskey, most common aroma associated with whiskey include woody, specifically oak, dry fruit, spice, and floral. As you can see, the tobacco note is a note that has a pretty similar quality to the cognac notes in here, and that explains why I don't really see a big difference, a big transitioning from the mid to the final dry down of this fragrance. These notes together really works really well. They ties in together and they create a coherence throughout the wear of this fragrance. Now let's talk about the performance of Narcotic Delight. For me, this fragrance has a really great longevity. I wear this fragrance and of course it lasts on me the full day working. I work in the office 8 hours and it lasts me the exact 8 hours. Even when I get home and I shower, I still smell it on my skin. And it's really just melt into my skin so beautifully that it becomes that beautiful skin musky scent that is so sexy and inviting. Now about the sillage, I wouldn't say this fragrance leaves a central, but it does create a bubble around you. So people around you will for sure smell you, especially 6 feet apart, an arm length, people will smell you from that far away. But it will not travel across the room, it will not leave a central. But I promise you, if someone catch a whiff of Narcotic Delight on you, they will be hypnotized. So let's talk about the vibe of this fragrance. The reason why I say people will be hypnotized when smelling Narcotic Delight on you is because I find this fragrance very sexy, very seductive without being provocative. Now let me paint the picture for you. Imagine you are at a upscale cocktail party. You are surrounded by many important people, and I'm talking about people who have a significant impact or role in the society, such as a country leader. And then you met this extremely gorgeous, stunning, elegant, beautiful lady or gentleman. And what's special about her or him? Her or his vibe is just immaculate. Now let's just use her, but you know what I'm talking about. Again, what's special about her is her vibe is immaculate. She has such a charming presence, graceful aura, and you feel absolutely pleasant and at ease in her presence. Simply want to get to know her because you think her mind and also her appearance are a gift of God. I know it's a little bit too much, but that is the exact image I have in my mind when I smell Narcotic Delight. Now, another way to think about Narcotic Delight is think of a black and white picture. You see curves, you see smooth skin. You can make an image out of it, but you cannot really see anything. It's suggestive, but mysterious at the same time. It's kind of just let your imagination run wild. And that is what I get from Narcotic Delight. It is mysterious, it is suggestive. It's definitely very, very sexy and seductive and inviting, but by no means this is provocative. It is not provocative at all. Again, it still have that elegant vibe to it, and that is what I love about Narcotic Delight. So yeah guys, that is my true and complete thought about this fragrance. All right guys, I hope you guys enjoy my full in-depth review of Narcotic Delight. I truly enjoy wearing this fragrance. To me, this fragrance should be safe for special occasions, but I love it so much. I enjoy wearing this fragrance so much. I really don't mind wearing it for every day. It does really make me feel comforting, which is really different for me, because usually something smells sexy don't really makes me feel comforting at the same time, but this fragrance can do both. By the way guys, Initio Parfums is now available at Initio Parfumary, so you can definitely purchase anything from Initio Parfums using my code at Initio Parfumary for 10% off. I will leave everything down below in the description box. Please don't forget to check it out, because using the link down below and using my code is a way to support and help growing my channel. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching my video today. Please leave a comment down below if you guys have tried this fragrance out, if you like Narcotic Delight, if there is anything else from Initio Parfums that you have tried and love. I would love to hear from you guys. But yeah guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you once again. Until next time, goodbye.